So this is the traditional way that most people raise chickens or pasture poultry in what is called a chicken tractor of some sort. But there's a way that I raise birds that doesn't involve a chicken tractor, and I can do it in only 30 minutes a day. I can feed, service, and move up to 1,000 birds at a time. So let me show you exactly how to do that. So the way that I can raise hundreds or even thousands of birds in only 30 minutes a day to scale up my multiple six-figure farm is just like this with electric netting. We have, and I'll show you the key components of this system. We basically have one shelter that we move. We have one feeder, we have one bulk water, so it really makes my time very efficient. And I'll show you all the components in a little bit more detail. We can raise anywhere from 50 to 1,000 birds. We've had as many as 1,000 birds in a single group. The nice thing about the poultry netting is you can adjust it depending on your group size, depending on how much space you want to give your birds. So you can use one net, you can use up to 8 nets connected together, depending on how many birds you have in a flock. So now let me show you the individual components that make this work. So of course we have the electric netting, that's what makes this work. The electric netting comes in 50 foot, 100 foot, you get 160 foot rolls. We buy ours from a company called Premier One. It works great. You can set up one net. If you have a small flock of birds, we can connect nets together, do 6, 7, or 8 nets, depending on the size of our flock and how much space we want to give them. The netting only takes 5 or 10 minutes to take down, set up a new area, lay it out, and set it up. It's real simple. We don't do it every day, so we give our birds enough space that we're only moving them every second day, every third day, or every fourth day. We're not moving them daily, so that way we're kind of breaking up. So one day we're moving the birds, the next day we're setting up the nets. Next day we're moving them, the next day we're setting up the nets. So it makes it real efficient from a time standpoint. Of course, to make this netting work, we have to have some kind of electric charge to keep the predators out and keep it electrified. You can buy solar powered chargers. This is just one that I just put together myself. So in here, I have just built my own solar powered battery system. This is a Teleshock 20 2.6 joule charger. It works great. We have our deep cycle battery that's being charged by the solar panel. And then we have this charge control, and this just makes sure the battery doesn't get overcharged. And so it's all wired together, and it works great. So lastly, just want to reiterate, the beauty of this system is it's real simple, real quick, and easy to set up. We can move hundreds, if not thousands of birds at a time in one big batch. Only have one or very few waterers, one or maybe 2 feeders. And we set up these nets. We move them every other day or every third day, depending on how much space we give them. And it makes our time real efficient. I just have to bring a couple of buckets of feed. I give them feed, I dump the water. I set up a net or 2, or I move them if it's a move day, and then I'm done. And so I can do this in 30 minutes, at most an hour. If we run into some issues, you know, if a net's tangled or something, but you're looking at 30 minutes to an hour each day to build a profitable farm, 6-figure farm like I did. You know, who can't spare that? I mean, that's easy. As far as the production cycle goes, I mean, yeah, there's more time and effort into it when you come to the sales and marketing aspect. But as far as the production, you know, 30 minutes to an hour a day is probably the easiest farming you can do with the least time input, especially if you're currently working an off-farm job like I did for many years. If you're interested in learning more about how to start and scale up a successful, profitable 6-figure regenerative farm, go ahead, check out the links below. There's access to some courses. I have access to trainings. I do one-on-one coaching and consulting. So check out the links below, and I'll see you next video.